The Wood Product Innovation Gateway, or Woodpig as we know it, that idea was stemmed from one of my colleagues at Edinburgh Napier University, Peter Wilson. It came about because he and I had been working on small projects trying to promote the use of timber in construction. We didn't have the correct finance required. Peter noticed that ERDF were asking for bids. He bid and was successful. So we had the money from Europe, and then we had to find the co-funding, which was quite easy, to be honest, because the industry, Forest Commission, Scottish Enterprise, all identified that this was very important work that had to be done.
Well, Woodpig is important to the industry because it's actually managed to cover a whole plethora of different research subjects, from the growing of trees through timber processing to wood products. The results of some of this research feeds directly back into the processing sector in the form of timber grading rules, timber grading performance, and also into the use of low-grade wood into different markets. This industry has grown substantially over the last 20 years. There's two aspects of the project which are unique. The fact that Edinburgh Napier University identified funds through ERDF, the fact that they cooperated across the industry to produce results from the grower right the way through to the architect and specifier.
I certainly believe from the Woodpig events that the misconceptions that Scottish timber was not suitable for construction in the past have gone. Certainly people are able and willing to specify Scottish timber more in the projects.
The Woodpig funding has been important in CERT to enable us as growers to design and produce resilient forests which will provide quality timber to meet the grading standards of the future. The CERT project has done important benchmarking work which has enabled data to be shared between the purchaser and the grower, which has dispelled some of the myths in the marketplace. Therefore, the grower can see where value is actually added and lost. The publication of the CERT work plus the dissemination events has helped reach the growing sector. This should enable us to grow substantial volumes of the timber required into the future.
I genuinely believe there's been a number of successes from Woodpig. The main one is our professional networks that we've developed. What that's encouraged is collaboration across the supply chain, the timber supply chain. That hasn't happened in any other projects in recent time.
Woodpig has given us an opportunity to collaborate with researchers, timber growers, architects and specifiers, all with the common goal of increasing the value and use of Scottish timber. The CERT element of Woodpig has lent valuable assistance in our collaboration with the European Timber Grading Committee. There's also been research into the nature of how timber dries during the kiln drying process and in the use of acoustic tools to grade logs prior to production. Our business has had support from Innovation Specialists, which is a spin-off from Woodpig, and that's allowed us to develop bespoke software which has improved our process control and sawing accuracy within the sawmilling process.
We tend to import a lot of our wood products into this country for use in construction and other sectors.
Through Woodpig and Edinburgh Napier University, we've been developing how we can actually use Scottish timber. That will allow British architects to use homegrown products.
If we use the local resource in particular ways that we've been developing around this Woodpig project, we can actually increase the quality of housing, we can actually increase the supply of housing, and in doing so, it will actually have very positive beneficial effects to the Scottish economy.
With Edinburgh Napier University, we've been taking panels of our material, nail lamb, and we've been testing its physical characteristics. We've done FAR tests on it, we've done structural tests on it, both in bending and racking, and we've got all that information which can be given to structural engineers so that they can apply it to different projects. One client in particular who's enjoyed the appearance of it so much that we've left it exposed in the ceilings of their project.
I think the project has been very successful in a number of places, but the final stage to this is the legacy. How do we continue working a Woodpig project? And the co-funders have been very, very pleased with the results to date, and I'm in discussions with them how we're going to continue funding once the Woodpig project's complete, and I feel very positive that that's going to happen.